and didn't even care to communicate, so I blocked them. I'm sorry, there's no excuse for that. Guys, welcome back to my video. Okay, I know I keep saying this, it's been a minute, it's been a while, and I really do apologize for that. I've been going through a lot, which I will explain in this video, but I'm just happy to be back. I'm going to be doing a get ready with me while I just say my unpopular opinion about just life update, but also trending, you know, pop culture news that I've been seeing this week. But before I start, you know the deal. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and let's get started.
When I'm tired, oh no, I give it my all. Them no go break my mind mentality. Remember where you from. Them no go.
Yo, okay, I'm back. It's been a minute. It's been about a month. The last video I did was about a month ago, where I was reacting to Street Woman Fighter season 3. Yes. So before I even start, this is I'm using the Milk Hydro Primer. This really is good for holding and maintaining my makeup throughout the day. I use this a lot for work and like also when I'm going out. But okay, what's the reason why I haven't been posting for a while? So there's a lot of reasons why. So I think the main thing was obviously with the whole drama of Street Woman Fighter. Like there's just drama every day, and like I felt like, you know, the show, I had high hopes for the show, especially with season 2. I think a lot of fans were just kind of upset because seeing it was kind of rigged, because like the team, like being like just the whole process and the whole experience, I was just like, I don't feel like kind of reacting to it. But also I've been going through a lot. I lost my grandmother, who I was really close with, about a few weeks ago, and it's been really hard for me to kind of deal with the processing of grieving, and that's why I've been so behind making a video. So I'm using the Got To Be glue eyebrow gel. It's also good for edges, but I use it for my eyebrow. So yeah, just dealing with that. My funeral was literally like last weekend, so I was dealing with that. It was hard because my grandma was someone I was really close with. She was an incredible woman, and for those who had the chance to know her, knew she was a ray of light and knew she was someone special and had a great way of connecting with people. She knew just what to do, and like also was really cared about everyone, whether it be family, friends, anyone she knew. She had a big heart and cared about them. She was the kind of person who would put others before herself. But one thing I will say is that I do miss her. It's hard, but I know that she would not want me to be all sad all day. If anything, she want me to eat. Because that's one thing about her. She always knew, like, Naika, did you eat? Because I was always so busy with work and school life, so she would always make sure I ate and took care of myself. And that's what I'm trying to do to kind of honor her, is trying to take care of myself, whether that be physically, mentally, emotionally. At least I know I at least had the chance. I'm grateful for being her granddaughter. I would not have it any other way. I know my other cousins are very fortunate and very lucky, and also appreciate her being like an amazing grandmother that we all love and care about. But yeah, I do miss her, but I know she's not in pain anymore, and she's happy and she's at peace, and that's all I want for her. But I try. It's hard. Grieving is hard, y'all. Grieving is hard. Before I continue, I'm using the Pro Fix Stick by NYX. I'm a huge fan of NYX makeup stuff, but it's hard. I learned a lot while grieving, and also preparing for her funeral. I learned a lot. Example, like, I think generational thing, like my mom, she received so many phone calls when my grandma died. Well, I just got texts. And another thing I want to talk about that, when it comes to grieving, you really learn who's there for you and who isn't. I want to say that for those who reached out to me and said, I'm like, you know, I heard the news, like, my condolences, like, I hope you're doing well. Thank you. But especially for those who still checked in with me, like, only a few friends of mine did. And I'm not saying this like towards being shady to everyone. I know people communicate differently. I know people are busy, but I really do appreciate to the people who, like, you know, were checking with me, like, hey, I hope you're doing well. I just want to check in with you. Even if you don't respond, I know, like, you need your space. Let me know if you need anything. I really appreciate that. And I realized that, like, sometimes you learn who's there for you and who's not. And I learned that a lot with my grandma. And, like, even like my friends, like my best friend, she knows like I love hot pot. She's like, let me take you to hot pot. Like she knows that. She's like, let's catch up. She knows that like I need it. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes people grieve differently. Sometimes people prefer to grieve alone and don't need quality time with other. I notice with me, like I'm in a part where like I want to spend quality time with people. I don't know, because I'm in the early stage where like I want to be around people, and then maybe later on I'm like, no, I need my space. But I learned that like I needed to be around people while grieving, and it's been a lot while being alone. I'm not gonna lie. Like I like cried twice at work, and even my supervisor saw that, but she didn't really do anything. But it's another story for another time. Crying at work, it's hard, but I've learned to like kind of control my emotions, because I really don't like to show my emotion at work. I really don't. I hate showing my emotion while I'm working. I like to actually turn off my personal emotions while I work. It's hard, but I think it was just hard, especially when I came back from work and doing my grandma's death, and like knowing like when I was at work and like when I was dealing with some difficult stuff, like I would just think about her to kind of motivate me. So I'm like going back, I'm like, oh fuck, like fudge, like they were one of the inspirations. Like I'm one of the people that motivates me. Like she's gone, it's hard. Like how, like what am I gonna do? Like, you know. So I've learned, you know, that it's a process, and healing, like in grieving, like I think I tend to rush myself. Like, oh, okay, I need to heal by like this week or this day, but not knowing like no, grieving over someone, it's a lifelong journey, and like there's no deadline. Like you need to finish, or you need to learn how to grieve the death of someone by like July 15th. No, like it's a lifelong thing until like you unfortunately have gone to the other side. So I learned that. I've learned like, you know, distracting myself, and I've also seen like, you know, I think one thing I've noticed, especially my generation, like I think people think like, oh, I'm grieving, like let me just distract her like with other stuff, but it takes me a process to like kind of responding to my message. I feel like everything's been delayed. I don't know, because I'm just like so tired. Like I'll see the message and I'm like, oh, whatever. This is the best skin ever Sephora foundation that I'm using. I'm looking for my eyebrow pencil, but I can't seem to find it. I might have to use eyebrow gel then. But anyways, I'm using this. But that's what I learned overall about grieving. Like just the whole communication style. Like some people they call because they want to hear your voice and make sure you're okay. Some people they want to text because they kind of respect your boundaries. I think, I'm not saying which version is right. It depends on the individual. A lot of things I noticed too. I'm not hiding anything. Going back to like people who were there, people who were not for there. There's people who I know growing up, who saw my story about my grandma dying and didn't even care to communicate. So I blocked them. I'm sorry. There's no excuse for that. I feel like people nowadays don't know how to kind of communicate with people, especially like, for example, like, okay, I may not have talked to you, but like you follow me on Instagram, you're always watching my stories. I don't watch your stories because I don't follow you, you follow me. And I'm and like the thing is, you're always watching me, you're always watching my stories. You know my grandma died. Like when you're like, I don't know if I'm not gonna get too personal, but you see that stuff, you know, you don't want to send me a text or like, hey, just thinking about you, I know we haven't talked in a long time, but hoping you're okay. None of that. Yeah, no, you're blocked. Thank you very much. I'm sorry. I learned while my grandma passing, I have to put myself first. I just have to now. I'm tired of, you know, looking the other way, like what about this person? No, it is what it is. I'm using the Sephora eyebrow. Everything I'm using so far has been Sephora. The Sephora brow gel. The shade, what's the shade? Ebony. Let's see if it works. So yeah, so that's what I've learned, putting myself first, and that's that. But now let's talk about life update, or like, you know, what's been on the news lately. Obviously we're gonna talk about the Jana Kenny thing. So for those who don't know, Jana Craig and Kenny Rodriguez, they were a couple from season 6 Love Island. They were part of the, like, they were like the top 3 couples from last season. Long story short, they were dating for a year, and literally the week July 26th, they were at a party for a famous YouTuber named David Dobrik, and in the party everything seemed normal. Like they were fine, they were dancing together. There's actually videos of them like dancing, everything's all good. And then boom, July 26th, there's rumors of Jana, Craig, and Kenny Rodriguez like breaking up. People are like, what? Like that makes no sense. Like there's no way this is happening. Like they were together, everything should be fine. Like what's going on? And like a few hours later, I think the next day, and Janae made a post, like an Instagram post saying, yeah, Kenny and I have broken up. Kind of like not really explaining what happened, just saying like, you know, like he's not the person that he is. People were concerned. People were like, oh my god, did he cheat on her? Because everyone loves Janae. Even I love Janae. Like she's like from what I've seen, she's a very sweet person and like cares a lot and like has a big heart, and like a lot of fans love her for that. And a lot of people can relate to her, so that's why they love her. So I'm using the Blur made by Mitchell primer, using that. So a lot of people were like, what the heck is going on? I know my makeup is all over the place, but trust me, I will fix this, and this is what I'm doing to kind of help myself. So don't judge me. Don't say, what is she doing? I know what I'm doing now. I know what I'm doing. So a lot of people were like, what is going on? Like, what did Kenny do? A lot of people thought Kenny cheated, because I'm like, okay, like what did he do? But in the statement, Jenny was like, oh, it's not what you guys are thinking, because like she's seeing the post. So we were like, okay, so if he's not cheating, it's either it's involved DV, domestic violence, or, you know, racism, like, you know, sexism, like what, like those are the worst of the worst we could think of. And then I think either Leah or Serena made a post. No, and then Kenny made a post saying like, oh hey guys, Janae and I broken up, da da da. And then Janae was like, Kenny, shut the heck up. That's me. That's my clean version. She's like, shut up, Kenny. Don't make me expose you. Da, da, da. Don't make me like, you know, show my different side of me. Like you're fake, whatever. Just calling him out. I'm like, damn, like Janae, like she's not very sweet. Like what's going on? Like whatever it is, I'm on her side, right? So then Leah also responded saying like, Kenny, you're weird. And you know, Leah doesn't play about Janae or Serena. One thing about Leah, she don't play about them. And then also Serena also made a post, and also Liv. Basically, half the cast was dragging, like not even half. A lot of the cast were dragging Kenny, and all of the cast unfollowed him. I forgot to mention that's where people were a bit concerned. So when it was rumored that like, you know, Kenny and Janae broke up, Janae removed Kenny's name from her Instagram profile, and then the cast unfollowed him. So people were like really concerned. They're like, what the heck is going on? Like for them to be doing that, like that's crazy. Like that makes no sense. So then Janae's best friend basically alluded to kind of what happened of like apparently, allegedly, there was a group chat Kenny was in, and the group chat involved him and his friends, and they were saying some extreme racist stuff towards about Janae. And Janae found it by going through her phone, and was from there, they're like, yeah, this is not it. So that's basically it was happened, and I agree with her. I'm sorry. And basically, like, it shows that he was using her. Like, imagine the journey Janae had. Oh, I'm using the Fenty Beauty bronzer matchstick shade ebony as well. Imagine like the journey Janae had for Love Island, right? And she's going through a lot. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I apologize. My makeup is ass. But her journey in Love Island last year was not it. It was not it at all. She's going through a difficult journey. She finds a man that she thinks is going to treat her correctly. And then that same guy, you know, used her for a year. Like, that's the craziest thing you can do. Like, that's some, like, inhumane stuff. To use someone for a year and then be a racist behind her back. And allow her friend to say some crazy stuff. Like, the N-word. It was bad, allegedly. So, imagine all of that. And then for you to... it's very sickening. I feel bad. So bad for Janae. She doesn't deserve that. She deserves someone who is going to respect that. And it makes me heartbreaking because, like, she was going through it. She was going through it a lot last season, finding out the one. And... it sucks, so it's really unfortunate. Apparently, he's gonna do a YouTube video. Allegedly, I don't know if this is true. The fans are ready to drag him. Fans are ready to, you know, he can't even go out because fans are upset with him. But that's that. We're going to the Janae and Kenny thing. And my take on that, like I said, I'm on Janae's side. Don't trust people. Like I'm saying, it's scary. It's a scary world out there. And Kenny's around my age, if not a year older. No, he's around my age. Janae's 27, Kenny's like 24, 25. I'm sorry, but my generation comes to dating, it's a journey. There needs to be a helpline for that. I'm not even joking. The stories I'm seeing and hearing, especially on the T app, which is another thing that I've been seeing trending all over my For You page. So for those who don't know what the T app is, it's an app that kind of like where you can kind of expose someone, like if they're a red flag and green flag. So what happens is, like, you create an account, your page is anonymous, and like, for example, let's say you're you know, talking with this guy, and you want to know like who, like if he's good. So what you do is upload a picture, and then other people who like know him, but like their identity is protected, like, oh yeah, I know this because my homegirl this or that, and like, you know, from there the person who posts the picture, they can decide what they want to do or not. And that's kind of what happened, and like a lot of people were getting exposed. And just hearing the stories and seeing what happened, I'm like, yeah, dating is scary. Dating in my generation is scary. Like, that's scary. Like, from that, and like, you know, people are not genuine anymore. I've always wanted to do a story time about, this is not dating related, but just like people not being genuine. And I've always like, I'm gonna do it, but I never had the chance to. I will still do it. I want to take the time because of many reasons. But a lot of people, oh my god, I didn't show you what I'm using. I'm like yapping and not really showing what I'm using, which is not good. I'm using the One Size setting powder. My makeup is out of, I'm not doing this right because I'm like yapping while doing my makeup, which is not it. I should be kind of having a whole system ready. Let me use this instead. You're supposed to use this. I'll show you. Make sure you use this to, it's the powder, right? So it just shows you like you never really trust anyone, and like there's like people who like, especially people like me who are single, especially all my life, I'm like, you hear the term like, oh, you'll find the one, there's plenty of fishes in the sea, but like hearing the stories, I'm like, will I find the one though? Because the horror stories I'm hearing is not it. It's not it at all. Like, I'm scared. I'm genuinely scared. Like, dating has become harder. People have become more dangerous. We live in a scary society. So that's that. And like, you can't really trust people. You can't even trust people who to be genuine friends. You can't trust people to like be a partner. Like, at this point, can you trust people for anything at this point? So that's that. I've just learned overall, I need to take time for myself, to work on myself, to heal myself, and like focus on me before I can focus on anyone else. Because just hearing the horror stories, you're like, what's the whole point of dating at this point? I'm using another bronzer. This is the Juvia's Place Deep Dark Bronzer. It's really good. People, be careful who you trust, and focus on you before you can focus on anyone else. That's the best advice I can give you. Oh my god, I even do my eyeshadow. I'll do my pencil. But yeah, I'm using the Juvia's Place Luxe Liner Scorpio. I love a good like maroon shade liner. I don't know why, but I'm obsessed. I love a maroon lip liner. Okay, and then I'm gonna do my eyeshadow. This is the eyeshadow I use. The name will be in the description. Everything will be in the description below. But yeah, focus on you. Heal on yourself. Work on yourself. But just hearing the Kenny and Janae part was really heartbreaking, because Janae deserves to find the right guy for her. But the fact that like this guy used her for a year for clout, that's for a whole year, and like you wasted the time and energy. And like, I was watching a video where someone was basically saying like Janae was looking for love to start a family on Love Island, right? And Kenny showed that he was interested, like also like, I want to start a family as well. You wasted a year that she could have used in someone else who was looking for the same thing as her, which was very heartbreaking. No one deserves that. For clout, Janae was always gonna get clout, not you. Even when y'all were together, people loved Janae before they loved you. Like, I mean, how are you not getting any clout? So I know Janae will heal, and I know she'll be the amazing person that she is, and she'll find the one. But that's disgusting and that's sad. But that ends today's video. This was a quick just catch up so y'all can see my face, because I was like, I know people are like asking for me. Oh my god, Naika, where are you? Naika, have you posted anything? Probably not, but I just want to stay updated and like up to date. Oh my god, I didn't show you what I used. I used the NYX Butter Melt Blush shade Back in Butter. It's supposed to be Back in Butter, but it's Back in Butter. So that shade is really good. And then I'm also using the NYX Matte Finish Spray. This is it. I think the spray will help with my makeup. I have a fan usually, but the fan is not with me. And then, yep, that's it. But that ends today's video. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys like my makeup. And once again, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.
Oh, feel like